Farmington bus driver accused of driving drunk 3 times the legal limit with a bus full of kids. Tonight we're learning this was the second time that she was arrested for DUI.
Yeah, so how was she allowed to drive kids to school on a school bus? We have been digging for answers. And News 8's Bob Wilson live in Hartford tonight with what he has found. Bob?
Wow, that's because that first DUI arrest, there was no conviction. She did an alcohol rehabilitation program. And then it was kind of expunged from the record, sort of. It's still there in a gray way, and it's all legal. And according to DMV, the bus company did their background checks, and they did everything by the book, leaving parents and kids scratching their heads. It was a nervous ride for the students on the bus on their first day of school.
Swerving side to side, it just kind of got your heart beating a little faster.
But now Farmington parents are the ones on the roller coaster ride.
They're carrying school children. They're responsible for their lives. They really need to do a better job.
Bus driver Tammy Costello was arrested for DUI earlier this week. She allegedly dropped the kids off at the Irvin A. Robbins Middle School while she was drunk behind the wheel, more than 3 times the legal limit. And now the DMV is saying this is not her first time that she was driving drunk. 10 years ago, Costello was arrested for DUI, but she completed a course called the Alcohol Education Program, and she was never convicted.
The driving record showed that she went through the alcohol education program and matched up with that as an arrest date for a drunken driving incident.
Now, Bill Seymour says that the DMV will continue the investigation. They're going to widen it out, not only to include the driver that was driving that bus, but to all drivers at M&J.
It has been our practice, and the bus companies know this is our practice, that when a few incidences of some serious nature show up, they can pretty much expect that we'll be down there to audit their records.
Seymour says on top of the prior arrest for DUI, Costello also sideswiped something knocking the mirror off her bus and failed to report it to police. She also had a speeding ticket in her personal vehicle, none of which would have legally stopped the bus company from hiring her.
It's disappointing, and I'm concerned not only for my child, but for all children that have to, be subject to that.
Now, Bill Seymour says that right now the bus company has followed all the laws. They are still investigating, but the bus company did the background checks. That is between the Farmington school system and the bus company on how they do their hiring practices, and maybe that will be reviewed. We'll have to wait and see on that. And meanwhile, the laws have changed. Right now, the DUI, if it stands and it goes through, she will lose her license for at least a year. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Hartford, News 8.